Hey guys, welcome back to Clever Fox Reads. I'm Shelby, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my April wrap-up. So all the books that I read in April. I read a total of 4, and 2 of them were graphic novels, so not as much reading as I would have liked, but at least I read. So the first book that I read was Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. As I mentioned in my last video, I was already reading it and I finished it, and what can I say about it? I loved it. It was my first Jane Austen novel, so I was a newbie, but I absolutely loved it. Just the way that she writes is amazing, and it's funny and it seems real. Like, I loved all the characters in the novel besides Willoughby, of course, because sorry if you haven't read it but Willoughby is just not the best. So yeah, that was the first book that I read, and I gave it a 5-star rating on Goodreads, I believe. Or maybe I gave it 4. I can't remember. Either way, I really liked it, though. And then the second book that I read this month was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I got done with Sense and Sensibility, and I kind of had a book hangover, and the only way to cure it was to read another Jane Austen. So I read this one, and it was amazing. I actually think I liked this one better than I liked Sense and Sensibility. Like, who doesn't love Mr. Darcy, right? But it was just really amazing, and if you haven't heard any of the reviews about it, just hop on to Goodreads, because I'm not going to waste your time in making a full review about this, because it's a classic and everyone knows how good it is. So if you haven't read it, then this is like the highest of recommendations I can give to you. It was really good. Okay, and so the next 2 books that I read are the graphic novels. So I was kind of naughty and I went to Barnes & Noble and I picked these up when I really shouldn't have spent any more money this month, but I did, so whatever. But I bought Sex Criminals, the first one and the second one, volume 1 and 2, and they look like this, yeah. So they're by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. I actually really liked this, or these. There's 2 of them. I actually really liked these, and I'm not a real expert on graphic novels, but I just felt like, especially after reading so much Jane Austen, I needed a little bit of a break, especially while I'm still in my finals week. So I flew through these, and if you haven't heard about them, I'll link a video of I'll link a couple videos of reviews of these from people who are better at describing graphic novels than I am, because to be honest, these are one of the first graphic novels that I've read, besides The Undertaking of Lily Chen, which I also really enjoyed. And so my experience so far with these graphic novels has been good, so I'm going to continue trying to pick some up and read them, but I just absolutely love them. The plot is about this girl named Susie and this guy named John. I think that's his name. It's a really plain name, but whatever. And whenever they have sex, time stops, and so they decide to rob this bank. And I'm just going to leave it at that and hope that you go and pick it up and read it. So anyways, those were the 4 books that I read this month. And I'm not going to do like a traditional, May TBR, because I just don't end up reading the books that I say I'm going to read, so I'm going to leave it open. But the books that I'm currently reading I will mention. So I am reading The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, and so far it is really good. It's fast-paced right from the start, so I like it. Yeah, I'm not that far though, but so far it's so good. And then the next book that I'm currently reading right now is one that I picked up a while ago, and that's when I was on my Sherlock Holmes kick, but it's How to Think Like Sherlock Holmes, and it's called Mastermind, and this is by Maria Konnikova. Yeah, Maria Konnikova, and it's just like a combination of literature and psychology and basically everything I love. So I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm actually learning a lot about what I'm studying in school since I'm a psychology major. They talk a lot about it in this novel, so it's really good. I mean, if you like Sherlock Holmes and you like psychology, then you have to read this because it's really good, and I'm only like halfway done. So anyways, those are the 4 books that I read this month, as well as the 2 books that I'm currently reading right now. But yeah, any of these books I highly recommend because I haven't read a book so far this month that I haven't liked. And the 2 books that I'm currently reading right now seem pretty good. So leave in the comments below if you've read these. I'm pretty sure some of you have read them. And tell me what you thought about them. Tell me what you think about Jane Austen, because a lot of people have a lot to say about her and her style of writing, but I really love it, so I'm just going to keep reading it until I get tired of it. Anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, then leave some love and subscribe to me. I try and upload my video every Saturday, but I mean, the operative word here is try. And yeah, just leave a comment and I promise we'll be friends and we could talk about books and all these things. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to get a hold of me on any other social media, I'll leave all of it in the link in the description below, like always. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! So what I do is I just get it all out of my system by like binging on Netflix.